Hi Deepali, could you able to hear me? Deepali, could you able to hear me? Yeah, Deepali, I'm looking at your query. I think there is only small change you have to do. That is only bracket. That's it. Dipali, you almost correct, but you just failed to add another extra bracket. That's it. If you compare these two formulas, right, my formula and your formula, so you will get to know. Only one extra bracket you failed. That's it. Give a try. Thank you. Hey, hi, Saurav. Good evening. Guys, please let me know if I'm audible and my screen is visible. Thank you, Saurav. Hi, Rahul. Thank you all. Hi, Sneha. Hi, Raju. Good evening, Rahul. Okay, Saurav, you can go ahead and you can enroll. No, sir. Yes, but it's too early to learn it. Guys, we'll start in next 2 minutes. Okay. Yes, sir. It's sufficient. Probably after this Power BI, you can give a try on SQL basics. Okay. You can give a try on SQL basis. Even you can explore Tableau. Still, that's fine. Okay. Purti Sharma says, where can I check errors while loading my Excel data in Power BI? So whenever you are loading any file, right? If it's encounter any error, so it will stop then and there, and it will throw those errors. Okay. Data is loaded. Okay. So Rahul, if you missed yesterday class, you can check in LMS. That's there. Okay, Purti Sharma, I will get back to your query. Just hold on. Thank you. Pawan, LAP means LMS. Okay, guys. Laptop. Oh, I cannot help you out then. Edureka guest in yesterday class and presentation remove filter. Okay. Yeah, Edureka guest. I think you asked me this question before. Yeah, I remember once. I recall your query uh, after I stepped out from the session. Yeah, I'm so sorry for that. No worries. I will come back to that Power BI and I will show you. Yes, Sahana Siddhaka, can I save my work in Power BI desktop? Yes, you can save. Okay, guys. Guys, today we are going to work on. Still, I see very less participant attendance here. That's okay. Diwali, for that you have to restart your system. Yes, Sahana. I'm so sorry if I pronounce your name incorrectly. This is for all. Shahana Siddika. Okay, sure. I will show you. Okay. Okay, guys. Let's park your queries. I will catch up later. Today and tomorrow we are going to work on data visuals. Okay. Definitely it will take 2 sessions. Okay. Again, you are asking me for practice also. So definitely it will take 2 or 2 plus. Okay. Generally, other trainers won't allow you to practice in this session. Okay, because if we allow them to do practice within session, right, it's really difficult to cover up all the syllabus. Okay. So as much as possible, you can give a try once this session is done. But again, I'm trying my best to give you some time also to do a practice from your end, so that if you have any queries, you can ask me there and there itself. But this is a general practice what we do in Edureka. Very limited amount of time you're gonna get from the trainer to get some hands-on, especially during sessions. Okay, that's okay. So today we are going to work on data visuals. Okay, that is module number 4, and these are all the topics we are going to cover in this module. So let's quickly look at introduction to visuals, what we have in our Power BI. Yeah, yes. So your visuals are end results. Okay, what do you mean by that? That means if you see, this is our canvas, right? This is my canvas. So this is a place where you are going to draw your visuals, and only your visuals will be seen by higher management or your audience or customer or stakeholders. Whatever you see, again, right hand side fields, visuals, this filter pane, whatnot. Again, left hand side also this views, data view, modeling view. This all cannot be seen by your audience. Only this stuff, this area will be seen to stakeholders, and this is as a end results. Your stakeholders, our stakeholders, least bother how you are doing modeling, what you have written DAX, what you have written measures. They are least bother about this stuff. They are more interested to see these visuals, and again, these visuals should be more accurate. Okay, so this is my end product to deliver. This is my end product to deliver. Getting? So why we need to have visuals? Let's come back. Visuals are end results. Okay, and many and said BI offers many such visuals that help to present your data in an insightful way. Okay, visuals in Power BI are the basic building blocks and are available in different categories such as charts, tree maps, gauge, various other pages. So what does it mean? So if you look at our Power BI environment, right, you have here bunch of visuals. I think around 11 to 12. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Around 30 visuals we have. Okay, apart from these visuals, if you want to know more visuals, more dynamic visuals, again yesterday we have seen, right, you have to go to app source. From there you can download required visuals, correct? So these many visuals we have in our Power BI desktop. Okay, so why we want to have visuals? Because if you have something in data format, let me quickly open any Excel workbook. Let's say where it is. Yeah, let's say this is my data, right? Orders table. So this is flat data, no summary at all. So based on this data, can my business stakeholder able to take any business decisions? Answer is no. So it's very raw data. So in order to take quick decisions, to see the variance in the process, to show the root cause analysis, or to show them predictive analysis, okay, we need to have a visuals so that we can drag their attention. We can drag their attention. So if you look at this again, come back to Excel workbook. If I say these are the sales, right, we have a sales column. So who is most sales contributed by which city, which customer? It's very difficult until unless I summarize this data, or until unless I brought this data into any visuals. So that's the reason visuals are very important. It's a eye catcher. It's a eye catcher. So that's the reason we have too much demand in the market. Okay, getting? Guys, now you understood, right? What is the importance of visuals? It's very quick to take your business decisions, not only business decisions, but also you can take meaningful actions based on your data. Okay, so let's see. So this is my canvas as explained. Okay, now here in today or tomorrow class, we are going to see what are various steps we have to format our canvas and what are best ways to build our dashboards using these all visuals. Okay, so this is first most step. This is your canvas in white background. Can I change this background? Answer, yeah, let me. Okay, the answer is yes. You see here, these are all the visuals. So if you click on this, so you will see visuals. You see here one brush, it's a formatting. Okay, if you click on this, here you are going to get some properties, and these properties belongs to this canvas. These properties belongs to this canvas. Okay, again here you see filter pane, filter cards. Okay, these all are about filters. By default, what you have here, filter. So again, this is a filter pane, right? I will come back to this pane once again, but what are the by default settings? These all are in white background, and font size is different, color is different altogether. These are all the by default settings. If you want to make changes to by default settings, you can pretty much do at any time. Okay, for that what you have to do, you simply click on this canvas, come here. Okay, page information, it's all page information. Here you see page number 6. If I want to rename this, you can rename also. Simply saying report, you can name it your sheet workbook here, or you can double click here and you can change the name also. Perfect. Canvas background, if I don't want to keep, I don't want to have this background as a white, you have an option to make change also. Let's say you are open to choose your own color, make it as a transparency 0, something like this. If you want to add any image to this background, you can add pretty much, that also possible. So this is basic information regarding our canvas. Here we have a filter pane, right? So you can pretty much change the font color, font size and background and all, but now don't make any changes to this filter pane. Okay, let it be as it is, but you can go ahead and you can change this canvas background color. Can you all just give a try? Saurav, done. Perfect. Very simple. Okay. In fact, it's simple only. We are just changing background color. If you want to keep as it is, you can feel free to keep as it is. And one note for you all, don't bring too many colors in our canvas, in our reports. Okay. While going through the sessions, I will give you some tips and tricks how you can prepare your report or dashboard in our Power BI. So just to make a note, at least remember those. Don't bring too many colors. 2 to 3 colors are sufficient. Okay, guys, all of you done? Okay, now let's come back to Canvas. So at most, first thing what you have to do, generally will first name this report. We'll introduce one banner here. Okay, if you see here home, we have a called text box, right? So I'm going to name my report. Yes or no? Here we have a text box. I am saying, I can say sales analysis report, sales analysis report. Okay, once this is introduced in our canvas, you can enter your name, I mean report name, banner name. Or here you see, like in Excel or Word document, we have this bold italic, right? Even in our mobile phone, when you do chit chat in WhatsApp, you will see these options, right? Same thing. If I want to increase the size, you can increase the size. That's it. See now, for this also, you can pretty much change the colors, background and all. It's in white background, right? I just removed the color. So in order to enable those properties, okay, what we have to do, you have to select that object. Then only you could able to see relevant properties of that object. Now this is one object, right? You see now, then only I could able to see those attributes. Let me make it as a some other color. Yes, give very light colors, don't make very high colors. You see now, so all options will be there only. You have to just select this object. Once you select this object, then only you could see few options here. Where it is in properties, no, in effects, yes, in effects. If you go to effects, you will see the background. One trick, if you don't know where it is, then simply you can type something like this, background, anything, some background as something like this. So whatever you see, all backgrounds, we start from background, right? That will be listed down. So probably you can just you can give a experiment here, what is this and all. That is pretty much possible, and you will see the changes also. Okay, this is also latest, 2 months before this got updated. Getting? Okay. Sorrow, I will tell you, Sorrow. One part is done. And another part, what we have to do initially, probably sometimes we have to add logo also, customer logo, right? So how we can add customer logo? Again, go to, yeah, go to insert. Here you see images. So we have taken text box from home, right? Even you can take the text box from insert tab. Here we have all the elements. So here you can take image. For example, you want to give any customer name and all, right? I'm just taking Edureka logo. You can add any other logo. It's up to you, right? Now, I'm just keeping topmost left corner. Done. And of course, we are not going to make much changes to our logo. Okay. You should not make any changes to logo. It's copyrights. Clear so far, so good. We brought one canvas and we made background color and we introduced one text box and we brought one logo. So far, so good. Okay. Now, at most, we'll start from basics. So we have been adding this card, right? You see this one card. Here, you always allow. So in order to bring this card onto canvas, what you have to do, we have two ways. One way is you simply click on it. Simply click on it. Automatically, it will be pop up in our canvas. Yes or no? This is one way. And another way I will show you how you can get it. But wait a minute. So when we will use this, what is the importance of this card and what specification this card is having? So this card always hold only one measure. We have written measures, right? And all measures are giving us scalar values. Yes or no? Scalar values means what? current year sale, last year sale, total MTD, YTD, count of orders. It's all we have written. These all are in what? Where we have written? We have written in measures, right? Guys, yes or no? So these all are measures giving only scalar values, single value. Don't confuse with this single value. My card also, this single card holds always a single value, single measure. That means if I want to showcase last year sales, what I will do, I have already written my measure as a LY sales. I'm just placing it in my fields. You see here, one way is you can drop that measure in fields area, or else you can place same measure directly here. Two ways. If you feel that it's too far to drag and drop, simply you can just place here. That's it. This is my last year sales. Where is my current year sales? Yeah, here is my current year sales. You see, 4.30 is my current year sales. Where we will use in industry, if you are working in any BPOs, right? There will be a big screen in front of telecallers where they head management will populate this number. How many calls are in queue? In queue calls, right? On calls, some number. On calls, 10 calls, something like this. If you are working in any other industries where you need to work on tickets, okay, how many tickets are there? Open tickets, a dashboard, open tickets, some number. In progress tickets, some number. Okay, guys, getting in progress, something like this numeric values, scalar values will be shown. Or if you want to compare current year sales, or if you want to have last year sales, you will introduce another card here and you will say last year sales. Okay, so in these scenarios we will use this card. We'll use card. Now this is very plain card, right? So I have to make few cosmetic changes. I have to do some makeup to this. So each and every object, you will see this option called format your visuals. Every object you will see. Okay, based on that object, few attributes will change based on that visual. Okay, now I want to do some cosmetic changes to this. In order to make cosmetic changes, I have to go to formatting my visual. You see this one. Okay, now here, what is call out values? We have been bunch of attributes here. So let's see one by one what we have. Okay, I want to name it this. So in order to name, if I don't know anything, don't worry, simply go and say text name. I want to give a text name. You see, title name is already off. I don't want to give title name here. Okay, title name, no. If I give title name, I will show you what will happen. Let's say effects. It's in background white color, right? You see. Now, if you want to change color, you can change the color from here. Let's make that as it is. Title, no, properties, position, headers in Visual Studio. Yeah, here. This category labels is nothing but this one. You see this one, CY sales. So it's already on. Turn off. It's gone. If you want to make changes, you can make changes also. Bold it. It will be seen in bold color. Change it. See. Okay, now this is in millions. Display unit is in auto. If you want to show it in thousands, you can show thousands. Billions, you can show billions. Let's make it as a millions, right? Now, what is font? This will be highlighted. You see now, it's now in bold color. If I want to make it italic, see italic is there. If I want to change the color, I can change the color also. Okay, I want to name it properly. So let's go ahead. If I say yes, here current year sales, let's say, yeah, we'll say in title, we'll say current year sales. Now I just given title, make it bold, background color, put this background color, bring that font in center, and I want to change my text color as a white. Current year sales, that's it. Effect background, let it be background as a white color. Let's give some shadow, visual borders, make it on. Probably yes, shadow is also on. You'll see some shadow there. You see there. What I will do, I will change my background color, so you will see the exact effect. Yes, now you see shadow and border. Let's say border, it's already on. I'm simply just making around corners, changing 12. Yeah, I have to change 12 at least to see the borders. Border, make it as a 12. Yes, cool. Now this already current year sales we have given in title, right? I don't want to repeat that as a category label. So just I'm removing this. My current sale is 4.30. You see now, getting now. Logo, just go to insert. Here you have an image. So if you have any image in your local system, go and get it and place somewhere else, or else no worries. Got it, guys? Very simple, right? What I have done, guys, whenever you're calling any visual on your canvas, so make sure to click on this canvas first. You have to click on this here, somewhere around. Then you can call it. If you select object, you already selected this object and you're trying to call once again. So you see what will happen. Now I selected this object. Now I'm calling this multi-row card. You see now. Now that this card got replaced by this multi card. See now. So that's why whenever you want to have any new visual, make sure to click on this canvas, then call it something like this. Getting? Now, just give a try this visual. Bring this card and make changes. In order to make changes, go to format and just explore these options. Can you all just give a try? Title, here you have a title. Effects, you can give background color, you can change them. Visual borders, we have a border for this. It's in black color. Let's make it in, yeah, black only. Okay, shadow. So shadow means you will see the shadow, nice shadow there. Header icons, make it off. Nothing is there. Okay, just give it a try. Yeah, Joshua, definitely. I will repeat once again, guys. Now, you see once again, this is my current year sales. Now here I'm selecting card, zip. Now it's pop up. I'm placing somewhere here. Joshua, is it clear till now? Once this is done, bring any measure. So you remember last time we written measures. So here two ways, whether you can drag this measure and place in this cart, or else if you see here we have values. Okay, you can place also here. I think I have to select this card, then I have to place this last year sales. Last year sales I placed, right? You see now. Okay, now I am going to make few changes to this. Why I supposed to make changes? Because to have a some neat report. So you see this one, format your visuals. So for every visual you will get this option, and these options are whatever we have options, those all are vary to visual. Again, now I selected this visual, guys. Once I'm selecting this object, if I go there, I could see only those properties which belongs to this, and whatever I'm making changes, these changes will apply to only these visuals. Remember, I am making changes to this visual. How Power BI knows? Because I highlighted, you see, this is highlighted object surrounded by border. If I click on this, again, whatever changes I'm going to perform in this, okay, these changes will be affected to only this card. Now I'm selecting my second card, last year sales. Here, category label, that means this one, LY sales. You see this one? So I am removing, just turn off. It's gone now. Okay. Call out values. In call out values, you have some options to make changes to this number. I am clicking on bold. It's bold now. Underline, underline. Okay. So let's make it as same color. Done. Display units auto, that means this millions. Okay. Now go to general. Joshua, are you following? Here you see title by default is turned off. You make turn on. So if you turn on this, wherever you see off and on. So when you turn on, then these all options will be enabled. If it is by default off, you won't see these options. It's all grayed out. You see the difference. So in order to make changes, what you have to do, you have to turn on this. Here I'm giving last year sales. Okay. Now make it bold color. This last year sales. Give it text as a white color. Okay. And now give background also blue. You see these all are belongs to only title. Within title we have these many options. That's how you can understand within this title. So whatever you are performing these cosmetic changes, these cosmetic changes will be applied to only title. Remember, only title. So now horizontal alignment, click on horizontal alignment. Effects, what we have, background color. Let's give some background color here. Let's see some background color. Visual border, it's off. Make it on. Just collapse this. You'll see rounded corners. If I say 12 px, right, you will see nicely my corners are rounded. You see, make it as a 12. Shadow, if I turn on this shadow, you will see the shadow. You see, now this is how you can perform. Joshua, is it clear now? You are not able to drag. Don't drag card, Joshua. What you have to do is click on canvas and click on this card. You see, that's it. Don't drag. Click on canvas, click on it. That's it. Joshua, is it clear? Did you get it now? Perfect. Can we have changes? Edruga guess said, can we have changes in both together? If yes, how? Okay. Purti Sharma asking, what is maintain layer order in advanced options? Maintain layer. I have to check. Maintain layer. See. Guys, can you all just give a try this one also? Again, maintain layer. I think it will come when we have containers, Z ordering and all. We'll see. We'll see next. Guys, everybody. Done? Is it clear, Joshua? Can you able to follow? Yeah, perfect. Okay, what I'm trying to do, again, I'm trying to add another card. Okay, this time let's take any, let's bring again last year sales. I brought last year sales. I feel that this current year sale, whatever I made changes, right? It looks good. And I want to make same changes to this one. Okay, so, but I don't want to repeat whole steps. So you see here format painter. We have this format painter in Excel, Word document everywhere. So first, in order to take these cosmetic changes, format changes to another visuals, first you have to select this, click on format painter and just click on this. You see now, all changes got applied. All changes got applied. Again, I'm taking one step back. This is my visual now. So now I didn't give any title, right? Let's say, let me give title also. I have, in order to give title, again, make sure to select this visual. I selected this visual. I'm going to format visuals. In general, I have a title called turn off. I'm owning it and I'm giving name called last year sales. Okay, that's it. Now you see, this is very plain card now. I want to carry, or I want to copy this formats. Okay. So for that, what I have to do here, you see format picture. First, you have to select this and click on format painter. That means these formats got copied now. So you see this brush icon. So wherever you place this, click is, you see I'm clicking on this. So entirely this card got changed. Again, click on it. You see now I'm clicking on my new card. You see now it's easy. Again, you don't need to repeat entire procedure. Just copy, click on format painter. One key thing what you have to remember, first you have to select this card, click on format painter and click on where you want it. Okay. Okay. Sneha saying, how do we add current year in this card so that I know the sales is for which year, 2012 or 2021? You can give, see, don't worry, we'll come back to that options in later stage. Okay, Sneha, don't worry, we are going to see that option. What is log aspect ratio in properties? Deepali, to be honest, I tried to know about this log aspect ratio, but I never get a chance to use this. Even last time also somebody asked the same question in my previous batch. Okay, now if you see here, we added only one measure. Now you see here we have a multi-row cart. You see this one multi-row. That means you can add multiple measures. Here we added only current year sales, right? So let's drag last year sales. We'll see what will happen. You see now, I'm just trying to add last year sales also. That means another measure. You see now, previously what we added, that measure gone. That measure replaced by last year sales. That means my card always accept only one measure at a time. My card is always accept only one measure at a time. It will not take another measure. Now if you look at my card, this card holding last year sales. You see this one, trying to add current year sales. You see here, where is, yeah, you see the moment when I place this current year sales, right, that last year sale is moved out. Getting now, you see the difference. So this card always takes only one measure at a time. It won't take two measures. It won't take three measures, always one measure. You see the difference, right? Now, what if I want to show more than one measure in single card? For that, you have multi-row card. You see next to this single card, we have a multi-row card. So first click on this canvas. Don't select any visual. If you select visual and if you call this right, then your old visual will be replaced by new visual. So make sure to click on this select on this canvas, then click on this multi-row card. This is now my multi-row card. This card will take multiple measures. Let's say again, let's take last year sales. See last year sales. Let's take current year sales also. You see now. Guys, you see now. Last year sales and current, we placed two measures now. Now, again, I'm not going to do again same cosmetic changes because I love this cosmetic changes. I would like to replicate same thing to my newly added visual. Just give me a second, guys. My screen frozen. Just give it a try. Just add multi-row card. Please do let me know once it is done. Meanwhile, okay. It will work Purti. So let's see. I want to copy this format, right? I have to select this object first. Guys, remember, I have to select this object first, then click on this format painter, then just click on this cart. That's it. Since we didn't add any titles and all, right? That's the reason you won't see those changes. If you want to add, just you can add also. Title is on, but nothing is there. Comparison. Let's say last year, current year sale versus last year sale. You see now, it will take something like this. Again, you go on to this, just to make relevant changes. You can explore this all stuff. See now, right? This is how you will use it. Okay, here we don't get those one, right? Let's say category was on. In this scenario, we need this. You can add some other measures also if you want. Let's say QTD. Yeah, we'll add QTD. See now. Now we are displaying 3 measures in one single cart. This is called multi. Getting, guys? Yes, you can change or you can increase size also. So for example, some size, because most of the time all properties will have same name what we have in Microsoft products, Word and Excel. Font size, right? You click on this. Anyway, you are going to make formatting changes. So you have to click on this measure, this format. Here, you click simply say size, and you will get options. Wherever size is there, it will list down here. I want to make changes. I want to increase the font size. You see now, call out values increases, and you will see the changes. Getting? This is how you can do it. Here title. In title also we have some size. This one. Current year sales versus last year sales. Increase the size. Something like this. Getting now? Okay. Again, same. Sneha asked, how do we format the number here? Decimal values. As I said, right? If we don't know anything, this is the best way to learn. You see here. Now let me say decimal. Do we get decimal something like this? No. For what format? No. We have something. Oh no. First I have to select this. Select decimal. It's not coming. So here, go to call out values here. properties somewhere else. This is in, sorry, call out values. Here don't we have option to make turn decimal numbers? Seriously. Okay, I think we don't have that option, I guess, for this, but surely we'll see. But for this, right, you will have option decimal. You see decimal values. Sneha, you see this one? Value decimals. So here we have a value decimals. So for this card, we don't have that option. That means you cannot perform that activity here. As simple as that. As I said, right? These format visuals vary from visual to visual. Yeah. Now this is done now, guys. So far, so good. Pretty much. All of you. Now we'll see very basic visuals. Here you see, right? If you hover your mouse on this table, we have seen this earlier. This is a normal table. Okay, it's a very normal table. So in order to get this table, where we'll use, sometimes if our stakeholders want to see granular level of data, okay, like a flat files in Excel file, in Notepad, we have some row level data, right? This something, okay, I have issue with Superstore data. So in such scenarios, you will introduce this table. Sometimes if your user wants to download the data also, you can use this table. It's a simple table and you can see only one way of data. Guys, is my screen sometimes blinking? Let me know if yes. I think I have to close the Superstore data. Just give me a second. Stop sharing screen. Let me close my other files. I forgot to close today my files, due to which it's taking some extra memory. My bad. Now just take that one take and try to add any value. I'm not sharing my screen. I'm just closing few other files because it's killing my RAM. The disk is full. Yeah, I'm not sharing my screen. I'm just closing my all Excel workbooks. Meanwhile, you just take table and add measures or calculated columns. Measure, it won't work measures, but you can add columns, what we have in our ordered table. Okay. Now close this. It's gone now. Okay, let's share my screen. Guys, yeah, Rahul, I told very clearly. I just stopped my sharing. Okay, so now what I was trying to say, this is very normal table, guys. For example, if you want to see sales for each and every city or any state, the moment when I add this table, you see here only column got highlighted. That means you can see data only at column level. Only at column level. You cannot add any dimension at row level. At row level. Right? We'll see what I'm trying to say here. For example, let's bring the city here. All city data will be shown in this table. Now uh, let's take what we can take. Here's let's not here. You can take here also. Let's put here. What's wrong there? Let's bring sales. You can bring anything here. It simply shows all the values only at one direction. See now, only at one direction. It's like a flat table. You don't have any option to place in rows area. You see now, this is very plain table, right? Only your measures getting aggregated here. Let me increase the size, font size. Yeah, you see now. If I place some other dimension also, again my sales will be drilled down to next level. For example, if I want to place, let's bring regions. I have to select first my cart, my visual. Then I could able to see these all options enabled. Then I'm saying region I'm placing here. That's it. You see now. East region, city, state, year, and this is my sales. Again, East, New York City, again, this is a 2012 data, and these are my sales. So it's a blank table. I mean, you cannot do much with this. If you want to show something else, something related to this kind of visual, so you can place. Okay. But if you look at the metrics table, you see this one metrics here. I'm just clicking on metrics and clicking on this. Now this is very helpful. You can summarize your data in meaningful way. The moment when I place this matrix table, right? Now you see here, we got here more options, rows, values. This column is anyway there in table also. Here also you're getting this extra table columns. We have this option in metrics. We have in table also. But this rows is not there in this table. We don't have this option. Values also we don't have option. So you have more scope to do summaries with the help of this matrix table. With the help of this matrix table. Okay, this matrix table is nothing but a pivot table in your Excel, same as it is. Right? Let's do something with this. We'll place same thing again. It's not again meaningful data again. It's tough to understand. Let's take same data. Now you will see the difference. In region, I'm going to place this region in columns. You see now all regions in columns. Let's place state or city. We'll place state because we have a less number of states. Let's place state in rows. Cool. Now let's place sales in values. Now what you can understand by looking at this table, again, we'll remove this region also because we don't have much. Let's add some categories. Category, yes. Now, if you look at the screen, again, let me increase the size. What I can do, I just copy this and paste here. Yeah, if you see now it's giving us more meaningful. In ABA state, for furniture, this is my sales. In ABA, in office supplies, this is my sales. In technology, this is my sales. So you will get more clear picture when you have data, something like this. Getting? Here you have you can add n number of rows. If you want to add some other dimension in rows, you can add also. Here we added only state, right? Let's pick some other dimension. Probably I can say order priority. Let's see. Now you see I added order priority also. If you want to drill down further, you see this the moment when I add extra dimension, you will see these options down arrow marks. That means you have a option to drill down. Click on it. Click one step down. You will go next step. Now based on my priorities, I can look at my sales also. Again, go back to drill up. You can go to next level. This is how you can show your sales metrics. Getting? Again in columns also, you can add another column also, another dimension, region also. In this column area, I added region. You see here. Here you have option, drill on rows. No, I want to drill on columns. Click on it. You see now. For furniture, these many states we have, and for each and every state, these are all the sales. Getting? Let's drill up. Go to next level. So this is how you can play with your metrics. Now, let me look at your queries. Yes, values should be measured only. Getting, guys? Now, you see the difference between normal table and metrics table. Yes or no? Yes, no, guys. You have more option when you are playing with metrics. Here, let me show you something else. Values, conditional formatting, data bars. You see here, if it is positive, then that will be in blue color. If it is in negative, that will be in red color. So something like show bar only. If I say only show bar, you see now, instead of sales, we'll place profit. You will see the look and feel is nice. Profit, you have that option. Probably you can explore from here also. Values will go one by one. I don't want to confuse you. Let's remove this filter pane. Yeah, this is my metrics table. Here I have a values. Click on it and click on conditional formatting. You want to make any conditional formatting, you have a option to do conditional formatting. You see here, by automatically it's taking if value is greater than 0, some number. So you say okay. You see now, let's do very meaningful conditional formatting. Icons, right? Yes, icons. The moment when I click on icons, I'm getting something like this. Okay, by default option. It's a rule, values only. What field should we base this? This conditional formatting should be based on my profit. Okay, style, let's keep this. Okay, if value is greater than, that means let's assume that if my value means what here? Profit. If my profit is greater than 5,000, it's a number, right? Not percentage, number. Here in conditional formatting, you don't need to specify maximum value. If you delete this, it will take maximum value and say number. If my value means profit, if my profit is greater than or equal to 5,000 and at end number, it could be anything, then this should turn into green circle. Now it makes sense. Now next condition, if my profit is greater than 2,000, no, let's say my profit is greater than 0 and less than 5,000, let's make it as a amber. I know my values are in negative also, right? So let's say if my this is should be number, this should be also number. I know because my profits in numbers, right? Not in percentage. Now in order to give negative or least value, I simply delete any value less than. If my value is less than 0, that means profit is less than 0. We know, right? We have some negative profits also. For that, I'm saying it's in red color. Now it makes a lot of sense. We can catch or we can draw attention of our stakeholders. So what is saying? Let's quickly look at this conditional formatting. It's a rule now. These all are what? Rules. So I selected rules. And this applies to what? Only values, not grand total. And this rule should triggered on what basis? Based on my profits. Okay. This is icon layout, left of data, right of data. Okay. Style is custom. We customize this. So if my profit is greater than 5,000, or if I don't mention here simply maximum, it could be anything. You remember when I'm doing if function, I told you, you always take higher number. If you remember, you start with higher number and explain you how it will work internally also. So again, if my profit is greater than 5,000, then it should give me this icon, green icon. Next argument, if my profit is greater than 0 and less than 5,000, then there should be an amber triangle color. Okay. If my profit is less than 0 and less than 0 means minimum, it could be any value, negative value, that we should get a red icon. Do you all understand this basics? Based on Deepali, based on your business requirement, you can go. Okay, you can, if you want, you don't want to give any negative, let's assume that you don't want to have the second argument, you can simply delete this. So how it will work? Only two arguments, greater than 0 should be in green color, less than 0 should in red color. That's it. Vivek, I will tell you, 0 values is applied for both. 0 values, yeah. So you have to give start and end right here. This is greater than 0 and there should be end also, right? So here I said less than 5,000. Between these number, whatever we have, that should be turned into this. We'll get this icon. Whatever we have greater than 5,000, for this we are going to bring this icon. Thank you, Edureka. So Edureka is paying a lot of attention. Edureka said instead of here greater than equal to, we should say only less than symbol. Less than or equal to. No, it should be only less than, right? That's correct. You're right. Thanks. Let's say less than equal. Now, because we already here saying equal also. Greater than or equal 0, then this. Okay. Now if I apply, say okay. You see now that condition format works as expected, right? We applied only for values, not for totals. So this total is not get affected. For here, for negative values is in red circle, negative values. So here for Abruzzi, we got 316 profit. So this is not greater than 5,000. Yes or no? Let's see whether we got any values greater than 5,000. You see here, here we have a one green icon. Why? We got more than 5,000 profit. So this is how you can do conditional formatting also. Okay, guys, is it clear? Now I will allow you to do from your end. I'm saying values and total. Now it's again more clear. Getting? No, please give a try this. If you really need a break, then do let me know. Otherwise, really I don't need a break. But if you really need a break, then please do let me know. I will allow you for 5 minutes. You have to bring this table and just add all dimensions measures. Okay, so once that is done, you can next step you can add metrics and add few dimension rows, add in dimension columns, place profit in values, and do nice conditional formatting. So let me show you. Let me quickly check your queries. Click on this values. Drop down is there, right? Click on it. You will get the conditional formatting. You will have different options to do formatting on your table. You can change background color, you can change font color, or you can introduce icons, or you can bring bar also. There are 4 options to do to do conditional formatting. Condition, based on your condition, formats will be applied. Guys, just give me a second. Let's save this. Guys, just carry on with your work. Let me restart my system. Okay, just give me 5 minutes. Guys, I'm back. Guys, am I audible? Please do let me know. Yeah, thank you all. Nilesh, you have to click on that values. Okay, just allow me. Let me open. Is my screen is visible to you all? Okay, then bash to. I don't know whether my saving I saved my Power BI or not. Nilesh, see values right there. There is a drop down. If you add measures, you have to click on that measure. Meanwhile, let me allow you all to speak where we have audience participants. Audio. Yeah, here. Attendance. Unmute all. Yes.
Yeah, hi Abdul.
Okay, guys. Yeah, hi.
Abdul, just a quick question. Can you please let me know means out of 36 visual, how many are actually useful? Like is asked said about a card and matrix.
This one,
Like
right? It's purely based on our business requirement. There is no fixed limit. We have to use only these many. It's not like that. Based on every visual has its unique importance. Okay.
Hi,
So
Abdul.
what you want to convey, yeah, what you want to convey to stakeholder, that's pretty important, yeah, while choosing a right
Uh,
visual.
Hi, Abdul.
okay, okay, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm
Hey,
trying
hi.
to import the visuals, but
Mhm.
this save only one time. If I save the file and reopen, the added visual are removed from the system.
Which one yesterday? Org video. This org.
Sorry, actually, I'm not attending the study.
Okay.
I missed this.
Okay. So no, it actually whatever you take in visual, right? It won't do in that way. Okay.
Okay, okay, fine.
I lost that pivot table here, guys. Unfortunately, but okay. So somebody asking how to do conditional formatting. So just take this matrix now from order tables. What I did, I brought regions. You place in rows and take sales into values. And here we have extra column also, some extra dimension you can place. So probably you can place category, yes, in columns. Now if you see, this is my metrics table. Instead of sales, what we have taken profit. Yeah, let's place profit. So you see here we have a drop down. You have to click on it. Once you click on it, drop down, you will see this conditional formatting. Here in conditional formatting, I have chosen icons. Just click on this icons. You will see this nice option. Rules, values only. We are going to apply this rule only to values. If you want to apply this rule for total also, you can say values and totals. And on which measure we are going to perform this activity, that is on profit. On profit we are going to run this rule, right? So I have selected profit summary, and this is the icon layout where you want to place those icons, left or right. Okay, so here what we are saying, if my profit is greater than 5,000 and my profit is in not number, right? It's in, sorry, not in percentage, it's in number. So I have to select number here. Let's remove this. Okay, let's say 5,000. It's in number. Why it's not taking information? Please check the logic of this rule. My logic is simple. Okay, if greater than or equal to 5,000, it's a number now, and less than. So I don't want to give here any number. So by default, it will take maximum sales, maximum profit. Greater than 5,000, it could be any number. Then we should get green circle. If my profit is greater than 2,000, greater than or equal to 2,000, and less than what? I have to specify this, right? 5,000. I have to set the bracket, right? Less than or equal to 5,000, then it should be an amber. Makes sense now. Again, third rule, what is? If my profit is greater than 0, but less than 2,000, again, I have to give the bracket. Then it should be in, we'll say what will take something like black color. Again, if my profit is less than 0, that means negative. Here I don't need to mention any value for minimum. It could be any value, because I'm not sure, right, what is the minimum value to set the threshold. Here also, I'm not sure what is the highest value. Okay, so that's the reason I left as it is. So by default, it will take maximum. So what is the bracket here? Between 5,000 to maximum profit. It will turn into green color. When it comes to last rule, between 0, less than 0 to least value. So it will give me red icon. All right. So once this is good to go, then you simply have to click on OK. Why it's not allowing us to say OK? What happened to my system? Guys, if you all understood this logic, and could you all just give a try? Let me look at your queries first. Guys, am I not audible? Oh. I am audible. Thank you, Saro. Thank you. Thank you so much. Olu, I'm so sorry if I pronounce your name incorrectly. Please check your settings. Guys, could you all just give a try this? All of you. Sneha, you are saying I brought here in table, it shows summarized values, how to remove it. You remove now, just simply click that measure and there will be a click mark, X mark. You have to click on that X mark. One example of budget and actuals. Sure, Rahul. Yes, Nilesh. So by default, so what will happen, right? Whenever numbers are getting changed, right? So you don't need to repeat this all from conditional format. It will take automatically. Okay. Now, is that clear? We have seen table and metrics also. Please confirm me. Is it clear before I go a step ahead? I would like to hear from everyone. Okay. Don't tell me again. I'm going fast. If you have question, please stop me. Sneha, can you unmute me, please? Yes. Sneha, where are you? Sneha here. Unmute. Sneha, but yes, Sneha. Can you give it try now? Sneha, just speak out. I will allow you to
Yeah,
speak only 1 minute.
yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So what I was saying is I took this year column in my table, but it says
Okay.
shows me huge value instead of 2011, 12 or something like that. It shows a summarized value for all the rows.
Okay. Then I have to see your screen. But there is nothing
Sure.
much. Probably you added this date hierarchy all together. Something like
No,
this.
no,
You
no. I just
placed your
added a year from it.
only here. Okay. We'll see. No worries.
Sure.
Okay, guys.
Okay.
Any other queries? Edureka guest saying that she need to change data type of year and aggregation. Okay, guys. Let's. I see all of you pretty much clear. Now what we'll see, we have seen, yeah, I think this is the right time to introduce this slicer. You see, we have seen yesterday also, yesterday or a couple of days before, we talked much on this slicer. What it does is it simply does filtering your visual. For example, this current year sales, last year sales, right? This also you have some data. Okay, if you want to see, if you want to see this data based on some X dimension. Okay, for example, you have a stakeholder from different regions, for example. Okay, so you are going to allow this, slicer for end users, and your end user going to play with this slicer. For example, let me add this slicer here. Okay, now I added slicer. How I added slicer? First I have to click on this canvas and click on this slicer. You see there is a filter icon on this. That means it will filter your visual. It will filter your visual or whatever you have on this canvas. All visuals will be affected by this slicer. Now let's say what I said, region, right? Where is region here? So let me add this region here. I can place this region on this slicer directly, or I can place here also. Wherever you want, you can place. You see now. So whatever I have regions, all regions will be shown here. This is for user. The slicer is visible to user. If a user belongs to Africa, then we'll simply click on Africa. You see now. Canada, Central. Let's add some other dimension here. I don't want to see the region filter. I want to place category here. You can add category also. We have three categories, right? If I want to see information only related to furnitures, what I will do? I will click on this furniture. You will see this entire information regards to furniture. If I want to click on office supplies, you see office supplies. Technologies. Okay. Why this is going out? This last year sales, because technology doesn't have any number, I guess, for this last year. That's the reason it's giving us a blank value, but don't look at this card now. Now you understood now. Filtering. For example, can I add another slicer? Yes, you can add another slicer also. Let me take another slicer and I'm going to add in this slicer date dimension. Okay, I want to see year as a filter. Let's place here this. Here you see 2011 to we got some bar. This is a scroll button or bar, you say, whatever you can call it as. You can customize this slicer also. You can customize your slicer. You have too many options to customize or make changes to this slicer. You say first take this one. Now we have all checkbox line list. It's a list actually. Now if you have a big list here, for example, earlier we added region, right? The moment when you added region, you see big list there. So you want to make it as a drop down. Okay, you see here, from where did I get this drop down? Here you see here, small drop down button, down arrow, small down arrow is there. Click on it. You say drop down. You see now, same options but in different form. When I say drop down, I am getting drop down. When I say list is seen as it is, it's static. So based on your requirement and how data you have in particular dimension, and based on your space constraints, you can make this slicer as it is. For example, here also in date, again I'm doing same thing for my date slicer. You see here in date I have 2011 to 2014. Okay, again the small down arrow, clicking on it, I'm saying list. You see now I got list, but I don't want to make it as a list. I want to make it as a drop down. Okay, no problem. You see here drop down. Now here we have a drop down. You can take anything. Again, let's make it as a list. It's a list, right? But this list is in vertically placed. I want to make this as a horizontal. Again, select this object. As I said, right, whatever you want to make cosmetic changes, you always refer this brush option format. Click on it. You see slicer setting here. Orientation is in vertical. Now I am making as a horizontal. That means it will change into rows to get some, what do you call, button look and feel buttons, right? It's look like a buttons. So you can have this way also. Selections here. If you want to allow your user to select only one, pretty much you can control by selecting this option. Single select, you see now by default it's off. If I turn it on, so user always select only one. He cannot select two. Getting here, selections, turn off. Again, multi-select with control. That means what? You can select multiple layers by holding control key. That means that's it. You can select multiple options by holding control key. Show all, select all. If it is turned on, you will get another box saying select all. All right. Again, slicer headers. You see here, this is a ear header. You turn it off if you don't want. That's it. Values. Again, make them bold. You see now, I made them bold. General, let's say values. I bold them, and you can increase the size also. You can give any color, bordering color. Okay, background. It's all in white background. Just gives any other color. You see now, you can place gray color to get some button look and feel. See now, yes or no? Now slicer setting. Where did I make this change? In slicer setting. This horizontal vertical only applicable when you have slicer in list format. If you're having in drop down, you will not see that orientation. You see here, I don't see that orientation option available for me. That is only applicable when you have data in slicer in what? In list down, in list, sorry, where I have that option on in list. That orientation, whatever we have seen, right, that is enable only when you have in list. If you have data in drop down, you won't see that orientation setting. Getting? Now let's see properties, title, no effects, visual border, say okay, turn it on. That's it. Now if you see now here, I don't want to have this select all option, then I can simply turning off. That's it. And slicer header, it's year, right? So anyway, by looking at this number, people can understand it's a year. So why I want to have this header? Just remove this. I'm going to place somewhere around here. And this is for my drop down. Getting? So my user will play with this options. For this, I don't have any borders, right? Let's add some border to this. Border. Slicer header, border, visual border. You see, visual border is turned off. Make it on. Then you will see border also. Now you see. So this is how you can add your slicer. Now, what is my intention to have this slicer? If I want to see this information regarding all, right? We don't have any filter on this. I'm just moving this from my mouse. If I want to see this data for 2011, simply I can select 2011. You see now how things are moving. It's more interactive, right? 2012 data, 2013 data, 2014 data. Here, if you see current year sales, now this is 2014. If you want to see current year sales, 2011 current year. Somebody asked me this question, right? How we can make it as a dynamic. You see now this became a dynamic, right? Now if you want to change something from category also, you can pretty much do it. This entire data, this data set become for 2012 and office supplies. So this is the benefit of using is to filter out your visuals. Getting? Guys, yes or no? It's up to you how you can present your slicer. You can place it in drop down or you can place it as a list. It's up to you. Okay. It's up to you. Guys, could you all just give a try? How to column? Okay. Can we filter? Okay, I'm no worries, guys. Look at my screen. I'm repeating whole step once again. Now you will understand, right? The basic concept of using this slicer you all understood now. So how to configure it? Just look at my screen. I'm going to add another slicer. Just take this slicer, click, make sure to click on this canvas, click on this slicer. Okay. If I select this table, if I say slicer, then my table is gone. It replaced by my slicer. Getting? So that's why I'm always saying first click on canvas, click on slicer. Now my slicer is there. Now what I'm trying to add here, probably I'm going to add my subcategories, right? Or no, we'll add ship modes because we have a 4 dimensions, 4 values there. Let's put ship mode there. One way is you can add here in fields, or you can simply drag in this slicer. So you have 4 options. So we have 4 options, right? So this setup, what I shown you here, this horizontal way, that will be only achievable when you have a slicer in list form. You see, my slicer is in list form. You see now, this is a list form. If I have my slicer in list form, then only I can make changes at orientation level. You see this one? I can make horizontal, I can make vertical. But if I have my slicer in drop down, I don't have that option enabled. You see now, it's gone. There is no point of having this horizontal or vertical because it's in drop down. It doesn't make any sense. Yes or no? That is the reason that option is disabled. Okay, let's put it as a list. When you have to use this list and drop down, if you have a very big list, okay, and it takes huge space till here, then in such scenarios you will go for drop downs, because if you have some n number of data elements in this dimension, user can select anything by clicking on this, right? If you have very limited data elements within this, you can simply say list, you can place list, then user can change. So once this list is there, slicer is there, you can make it as a horizontal. This is another look and feel, and you just drag it. Okay, resize the slicer. I resized my slicer. Now if you want to make any cosmetic changes, you can pretty much do it. Title, can give a title to this, or you can turn off it. It's up to you. Effects, you can give background color to this. See, background color we have given. Okay. Visual borders, if you want to have borders, you can give borders. Shadow I'm giving. Now you see now. Again, whatever changes you want to know. These are the values. Values is nothing but this first class, same day. These are our values. You want to bold them, bold it. Increase the size, border, colors, line width, background. For this, I given this color. So, you know, this is how you can do. So what is the purpose? Again, I'm repeating. If you click on first class, you will get this information only for first class. This is same day. This is second class. Getting now, guys? Yeah. Now, let's, guys, have you all done? Ha, slider also possible. Reshma, if you have date, right, this one, you can make it as a slider also. That is applicable only for date. For date options, you will get too many options for date dimension. So you can just give a try. Okay. Guys, can you all just give a try? Joshua, is it clear? Kiran, Ahmad, Amruta, Anuja, Arul, Darshan, Ashok, Deepali, on my all guest, Edurika guest, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, around 6, 7 members we have. Okay, Fatima, Joshua, Mark, Nina, Nilesh, Olu, Paridhi, Purti, Radha, Rahul, Reshmant, Saurav, Shahana, Siddika, Ghosh, Sneha, Vasanti, all of you. You want to select only 2 regions. Okay, please Amrita, go ahead and implement. I want to choose only 2 regions in slicer. Yeah, that will comes. I will show you Edureka guest. That can be possible. I'm so sorry. Today we didn't take a break, but I guess we all are enjoying and we are going in very low pace. So I feel that it was not needed. So Mark, what you have to do, you have to just do a format. You stay here, otherwise I will show you. Long number. Can you change data type of that year? Meanwhile, you can give you can add another dimension mark. Okay. We are here to just understand the concepts. Mark, instead of date, just add some other dimension and just try. Okay. Is it clear, guys? Now, we'll take some other basic charts here. Okay, probably what we can do, this simple bar chart, right? So guys, these all are very simple bar chart. We have seen so many times in our real time also. So, okay, here also what is needed? We need to have just, okay, let me look at your queries. Okay. This is a stack bar chart, right? So what I'm doing here, just clicked on this. So if you want to see sales or any profit, or it could be anything by a single dimension, then probably you can use this stack bar chart. Okay. So for example, here, this is my x-axis here. You see now, let me showcase. In this case, this is my y-axis and this is my x-axis. Okay, so same thing again. Here we have some x-axis, y-axis, sorry, and x-axis. Most of the time you will see same kind of options for other visuals also, because when it comes to visual, you always have x-axis and y-axis, some measures here. Okay, so that is the reason you always see same kind of information here. It will ask you to add some field here. You see this one, add data field, legends. Again here also you will see same kind of option for other visuals. Okay, so based on your based on your information, your chart will be changed. Here in my x-axis, I'm going to add my regions. Let's see. Now, sorry, this is my y-axis. In my x-axis, I'm going to place some numerical information. Some, you see now, in my y-axis, it's all about central, my region got placed. And in my x-axis, my measures are placed, sales are placed. Getting? Now by looking at, I will tell you in which scenario you have to use. I will highlight you that point here, because just dragging and dropping is very easy. You see here regions, we have too many regions. Okay, if you have data elements more than 8, at least more than 8, you can use this chart. This chart you can use. Okay, the reason why I'm telling you, you have same chart here, but it is stack column chart. Okay, this is bar chart, this is a column chart. Let's say I have a region, same chart. I'm just duplicating with my column chart. You see now, if I just take different, if I put same information in different graph called column chart, my chart become very messy here. You see now, we have how many regions we have? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13. Still it's visible because we have very limited, we have not enough visuals here. That's the reason you have a visibility for this. But in real time, you are going to fill this canvas with other visuals also. So in that case, you have to minimize this, right? So you see now, I'm trying to minimizing my visual. What's happening? My this X bar, these regions are shrinking, right? It's not in a readable format. It become very small in size. You see now. So when you will use this column chart, when you have data labels, at least 5 or 6, in such scenario, you will use this column chart. If you have more labels, more data elements in one dimension, you will take this one. If you take this one, right? So you will get some option here to scroll. You see this scroll button. This is the benefit of using this chart. Getting? Based on this information, you will choose which chart should take. These both chart give the same information. There is nothing. Guys, you understood the concept in which scenario you have to use? Clear. Now, what is legends? For example, if you want to have, for example, let's add, we'll add something else here. Categories. If you add categories, you will see your region will be splitted by categories. This whole information, this blue color talks about furniture, and office supplies talks about this color, and this orange talks about technology. I want to showcase numbers also in this, right? For that, what you have to do again, you see again, go to this format. Here we have too many options to customize this. Let's take simple exam. I want to add labels. Say labels. You see data labels, we call them as a data labels everywhere. In other also, in other BI tools also, you call them as a data labels. Just turn it on. You see now data labels also visible now. Yes or no? Now you'll get some clear idea about this. Getting now? Perfect. Here also you can change title, you can make cosmetic changes. See here you have it, title, sales by region. Whatever we have done for card, right? Single card, same can be applied here also. You see now? Border, everything is same. These slicers also will work. If I say 2011, you see now my chart also getting changed. 12 changed. Just quickly give a try. I'm closing the session with this. I will stay here until you complete this chart. Meanwhile, if you have any queries, you can ask. I'm open for your queries. Wait, Saurav. Well, I will take it up your queries. You can just text me here. Meanwhile. Ha, Mark, could you show your, could you display your screen if you don't mind? Can I make you as a presenter? Okay. Make presenter.
Do you
Please
see
share
my
your
my
screen.
Power BI screen?
No, yes, I can see your screen. Just give me a second. Yeah. Could you open your Power BI? I don't see your Power BI. I can see your meeting list, meeting invitation. Okay.
Do you see Power BI now?
Yes.
Okay. So I have my
Yeah.
calendar,
Okay.
and when I go to year, it says data type whole number.
Okay. That's
Format.
a whole number, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then if I change it to say date,
No, it won't work, right?
right, it all goes to 1905.
Yeah, it won't work in that fashion
Okay.
because you have already taken that year from date. So internally, what will happen? This Microsoft product, right? All internally treated as a numeric numbers. Okay. If you convert them as a date, right? This 2011 become a date. That's the reason you are getting different date altogether.
Okay. So I took this from here, master date, calendar, min order date, max order date,
Okay.
and then I did year, master date, date column.
Okay. You have extracted year from date column. Perfect.
Okay. So
Okay.
what is making the dates do that weird stuff?
Now in internally how it will treat it. That's what I'm explaining. This is a year now, right? If you try to convert them as a date, so it will treat as a 2011 a separate date. You turn them into the date, this year column. In fact, you are not required to make as a date because it's already year. There is no point of changing into date format. But still,
Okay.
if you want, still if you want to make changes as a date, right, it will give you a date based on this 2011 number.
Okay, so in my visualization, I was doing the other visualizations, but here, if in, let me just move this, hold on. If I put in year, the years come up as 2 million. I don't know what these years are.
Because you have taken year from which table? Master table, right?
Yes.
Okay. And you have taken year from master table and you are trying to place it in order table. But yeah,
Oh, I see. So where should
it
I
will
get
work
year
with,
from?
you have to get from order table only. It will work what you did correctly, but you have to have relation between those two tables.
Oh, okay, hold on, I see. I have to take year. Wait,
You remove
so
this, yeah.
wait.
You take, yes, from order date, how much here, right above. Go above. It will be placed in ascending order only according to our
Here, ship
ABCDs.
date.
You want to place as a ship date. Here you have an order date also. You can place order date or you can place ship date.
Oh, I
It's
see.
up to you.
Order date. Order
Yeah,
date.
yeah.
Here. Ah, okay. Now I get it. Okay. Thank you.
Now whatever you placed right earlier from master date, right?
Yeah.
That will also work. It will work. But if you go to modeling view, go to modeling view.
Right.
Yeah.
I have to connect the order date.
Yeah, exactly. Here you have to connect order date with this master table. If you
Yes.
connect, if you have that connection, then it will work. Otherwise, it won't work.
Got it. I have to, okay. So I would have to do order date
Yeah.
with date here.
Yeah.
And then the dates will talk to each other. Perfect.
Exactly.
Okay. Very good. Thank you.
Welcome. You're welcome, Sneha. That's okay. Guys, any other queries? Ha, Edureka, guest. Sure, sure. Let me take it up that it's showing round of values in bars. Okay, I think you have selected bars, right? In conditional formatting. You would have select icons. Purti Sharma, you are doing conditional formatting based on bars. If you would have taken icon, then it will show you icons. Since we have very small numbers, that bar will not be shown in high level. There is big variation between two. No talking about bar chart only. Okay, we'll see. Edureka guest, I just opened. All selected. All selected means Edureka guest, you are already unmuted by default. You are unmuted. You can just unmute from your and just talk.
Okay. So my doubt is like you have selected in the top east and south. Sorry,
Top
like
east. Okay.
and only two regions it is there. I mean on the slicer, right?
Correct.
So my question is like in the all selected is the
This one?
normal behavior you said yes.
Yes, this is very normal behavior. That means whatever you are selecting from the slicer, it will consider.
Okay, we'll consider. So how would the all is like it,
All means
use-
it will simply ignore all the filters. It's
so
at
this
high level.
value So this value which is showing 2.3 is for all these segments, the total number of sales in all the segments plus this only these two regions, or it is from the whole
All. There is
Okay.
no filter applied here. Though you applied any filter, it will simply ignore those filters. This is
Okay.
all.
And the all selected is one which we have selected, right?
All selected means yes, which we selected exactly. This is actually, I would say, general behavior.
Okay. And could you just explain me this, because it's little confusing for me.
Hey, that's okay. So in order to avoid that confusion, right? You just open this workbook and you say, just click on this consumer.
Hmm.
Now you see
Hmm.
it's taken only consumer values, but here if you see 2.30, it's not considered, it's not getting changed.
Yeah.
You see this one? Yeah. So you will get the difference. Uncheck this consumer now by default. Remove filter, what is saying? Sum of order sales, remove filter only on regions, right? For example, if I'm saying consumer, now this is also changed 1.116. Okay. So if I select east, right? So what you're expecting if I'm selecting east? What is your expectations? So this
This
value will change. This value will change if you
Yeah,
select region.
yes.
Okay. But this value will not change. You see east. You see nothing is changed because it's removing the filter. It's ignoring the filter which is applied on region slicer. Why only why it's ignoring only on region slicer? Because you specified here remove filter on region, but when you are applying filter on segment slicer, it's taking as it is. You see this, it's accepting here, but it will not accept a filter which is coming from region slicer. Why? Because you said to remove.
Okay.
Getting?
Okay, got it.
Same, this is also keep filter. You want to have a static region here. You want to have always east as a filter. East as a filter. So in that case, you will see values only for east. Let's you see consumer. I'm selecting consumer. This number got changed. Okay, whatever you say in segment slicer, it will change automatically. But when it comes to region, it's hard coded as a east. If you select south, it will simply ignore the value because what we did, we said to consider only keep filter. You keep always filter as a east.
So even
Right,
if
getting?
we don't choose the east, still it will choose consumer east, corporate east.
Exactly. You got the point now. Even though you don't select east, it will always give you east value. You got the point now.
Okay.
That's the reason if you see here, I'm selecting east here. You don't see the number changed here. You see, same number is staying there.
Okay, okay, got it.
So you understood this one also, right? All except.
All except.
You see now, if I'm saying consumer, nothing is changed. But when I say south, now it's changing. That means ignore all the filters except region. It will consider only region as a filter.
Okay. Okay.
Here it's
Only
removing
east and
filter
south.
on region. It's here. It's removing filter on region. Here it's accepting filter only from region. Why? We said all except what? Except region.
Okay. Fine, got it. Okay.
Okay. Rahul, you just place your that file right in our Google Drive. We'll see tomorrow. Okay. I will. If you have some budget and actual and variance, right? You place it in our Google Drive. In the same example, last exam, all X need to accept only one expression and does not have table name inside bracket. You understood Edureka guess now?
Yeah, I got it. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Okay, I'm afraid the issue still exists. Sneha, I have created the join now, but it still shows summarized values for year. Sneha, do you mind to share your screen? Great, Purti. Guys, any other questions before we close? Okay. So since I didn't hear anything from anyone, I consider that we don't have any doubts around this topic, today's topic. Shahana Siga. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. All of you, you have to save this. Go to File, click on Save, like how you do with Word documents, Excel documents, right? Same. Click on File, click on Save. That's it. It will be saved in a location. If you want to specify the location, click on it. It's already saved, so that's the reason it didn't ask me for location. Otherwise, save as. Click on Save As. Wherever you want to put that file, you can place it and simply give a name to this file name. And your file should be in BBIX format. Let's assume that you are placing on desktop. Click on desktop. Okay, give a file name, any file name, and just simply click on Save button. So your file will be saved there. Where let's save. Click on Save As. And on desktop, I'm saving this with name called DAX Day 1, or let me place as a DAX 2 visuals. Let's say visuals. I'm placing this batch 2 here and simply save it. Tomorrow notes you can pick same folder. Is that clear, Sahana Siddika? No, Rahul, you place it in Google Drive. Okay, you have permission to place it. Sahana, so everything, whatever we are doing, right? So this is all in single workbook. So you want to save this visual, you want to pick this visual and place it in somewhere else. Is it what you're looking? Yeah, I unmuted already. You can speak out if you want. Shahana.
No, I'm saying the new icon, whatever we added to the visualization. Yesterday class, we added in the new icon for the.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah.
This one. So by
Yeah.
default, it will be there because we imported, right? This one.
Yeah.
So for this, you don't need to do any changes. Already we imported. It was taken into Tableau environment. Sorry, Power BI environment. Even if you open other Power BI also, right? You will see this option. You will see this chart. For this, you don't need to do anything.
Okay.
Still questions?
No, that's all.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Guys, that's it for the day. We'll meet tomorrow. Thank you. Bye-bye.